How's it going, guys? It's the Pixelate Pumpkin, and welcome back to another Versus video. And in today's Versus video, we will be matching up Baphomet from Spirit Halloween 2021 and Livid Lava Demon from Party City Halloween 2022. Now, these are both goat demon props, so I thought they'd be a perfect matchup for each other. I think both are very good, so it's going to be a tight victory for whoever wins here. But as always, we compare three things: animation, audio/phrases, and overall look. So, I guess without any more hesitation, I'm really excited to match these two up. So, let's get right into it, starting with overall look for Baphomet. Starting off with overall look for Baphomet, he is just a pure and simple goat demon prop, and I have to say, I love the way he looks. He has a very medieval-like clothing design to him, which is interesting for a prop like this, but I think it really works well in his case. He also holds that massive sight that adds a lot of detail and definitely makes him very menacing. And his head sculpt is awesome, at least for the top of it. I'm not the biggest fan of the lower jaw, as it is a different color than the top of his head, and it just kind of stands out. You could really see it, and it looks very plasticky, as it is made out of a thin, hollow plastic, which definitely takes away a little bit from the prop for me. But I still think he has a very cool design. I know a lot of people don't really like the silver head he has. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think I definitely would have preferred a normal bone coloring, but it makes him very unique that he has a silver colored head. It's just something unique that you wouldn't expect to see from a skeletal demon prop like this. Overall, I think he has a very, very awesome design. Again, that scythe looks so awesome, and his clothes, again, super unique. I really do love them. I know, again, a lot of people are not the biggest fan of his clothing, but I think it fits the prop fine, and it definitely ties into the phrases a little bit, which we'll get into later. Overall, I have to say he's a very, very solid prop, and in terms of how he looks. He also has light-up eyes, which is a cool feature, and overall, just very cool. My favorite part about it is definitely the head sculpt, though. Again, at least the top of the head. He has those menacing horns, which just look so cool, and he just has such a cool-looking face. Overall, a very great-looking prop, but now let's take a look at Livid Lava Demon. Now for the overall look of Livid Lava Demon. Right off the bat, this guy has an incredible sculpt. The molten lava effect he has looks so incredible and fits so well for a demon prop. I'm honestly surprised it hasn't been done up until this point. Obviously, he reminds me a hell of a lot of Smoldering Zombie from Spirit Halloween, and I'm happy SVI is carrying on that design into this guy with the molten look he has. Everything is highly detailed from his head to his claws to his tail, even all the way down to his goat leg, which I think is an incredible idea. Instead of just having his robe go all the way down, they actually show you his goat legs, which are really cool and definitely wraps the whole goat theming together here, because his face doesn't look as goat-like as Baphomet's, but you could definitely still see it with his horns and that menacing face he has. I think his face genuinely looks incredible. I really do love the design of it a lot. I love his eyes and just his mouth as well with those teeth. Very, very good design. And again, the molten effect looks great here. One aspect I think is, doesn't need too much changed about it, but could have been a little bit more detailed, is his clothing. Is obviously just some raggedy robes with some little bits of black burnt on them, which I actually think is good. It's way better than just having a solid color, but definitely not as unique as Baphomet's, but still it works really well for this prop and I love it. He also glows a ton with his head and his hands, which I think is great, and the lighting here is such a nice detail as well. You didn't really even have to have the hands light up, but the fact they do definitely adds a lot here too, and especially his tail. We never seen a demon prop with a tail, at least from SVI, so I really think that is a unique thing about this prop that I also love. So now I think it's time to give the point for overall look, which is going to have to go to Livid Lava Demon. I think he is a better looking prop for sure. I do think he is cooler and more unique than Baphomet, but still, Baphomet is a great Goat Reaper prop in terms of how he looks, since it's nice and simple, he's just a goat. But for sure, the point for overall look goes to the Livid Lava Demon, just because he looks so cool, and I love the molten lava effect.
Let me show you the cool cozy warmth of the underworld's fiery abyss of eternal suffering! I'll see you in your dreams.
What you just listened to were Livid Lava Demon's phrases. Now, I'm not sure how many those were actually. I don't know how many he has in total. That might be all of them. There might be a few more. I don't know. The listing on Party City hasn't gone up yet, so we can't tell for sure. But from those phrases right there, I think we get a good enough look at what his phrases are going to be like, if there's more. But anyways, he has a few laughing phrases, and then he says a few things. Now, I'll start off with the positives. I like the sound effects and his voice a lot. His voice is very menacing, a very traditional Reaper, very deep-pitched sounding, very, very good voice work. But the phrases are really dumb in my opinion. I'll see you in your dreams. For a prop like this, that is way too kid-friendly. It really should have said, I'll see you in hell, and that would have brought this prop's phrases way up for me. But overall, they're really not the best phrases, and I think the writing could have been improved. The sound effects are really cool as well. They sound like big explosions or big flames going off, which obviously fits with the theming here of him being all molten and stuff. So that's really cool. But overall, I think there could have been a few improvements with the writing, but everything else is good. Also, the screaming in the background adds to the prop as well. It's quite faint, but you could still hear it just a little bit, and I think that adds to it as well. But anyways, that's pretty much it for his audio, so let's take a listen to Baphomet's now.
Ah, look at the precious little human coming my way. Such a tender morsel, an appetizer just to get me started. Add a little salt, and that soul of yours might even be tasty. Don't run away too quickly. I haven't sharpened my scythe yet.
So there were Baphomet's phrases, and all things considered, I really like them. I think they have a very similar sounding voice, him and the Livid Lava Demon, but that's to be expected because they are both basically the same type of prop, and I think both voices fit well for the props. I really like Baphomet's writing and his phrases, however, a lot better than the Livid Lava Demon, just because they obviously sound a lot more menacing and creepy, and not as goofy and silly as Livid Lava Demon's. Also, the background music in Baphomet's is fantastic. It really adds some sting to the phrases, and I like it a lot. I just really enjoy the background music here, too. It is very unique, and it works great for the prop. So, if it's obvious enough, the point for phrases is easily going to Baphomet here, since I really do enjoy his phrases a lot more than the Livid Lava Demon. But anyways, that is it for all the phrases now, so let's take a look at our final category, being animation. Starting us off with Baphomet's animation, he has mouth movement, he also moves his head from side to side, and he has a little bit of torso movement, and he raises his scythe up and down subtly. Now, I love Baphomet's animation just because there's so much going on here. It's all pretty standard stuff besides the scythe lifting, which I like a lot. It's a little bit subtle though, so you're not able to see it too much when he's activated, which is not the biggest issue. You could still see that he's lifting it up and down. But, I don't know, I feel like it could have been a little bit more exaggerated in my opinion, just to see it a little bit more. Anyways, everything else is just, again, like I said, pretty standard stuff. You have that mouth movement, you have the head movement, and you have the torso movement. It works great for all that's here. There really just isn't anything too special. Again, besides the scythe, which really that isn't that too much special going on. But it sets out what it needs to accomplish. Really, he doesn't need anything else here. And I think they just did a great job on the animation overall. There really isn't too much else needed. It gets what it's set out to do perfectly fine. And again, it's just standard animation for a prop like this, so I have no complaints at all. So that's pretty much it for Baphomet's animation. I like it a lot. Now let's take a look at Livid Lava Demon's animation. Now for Livid Lava Demon. He features side-to-side animation, along with head side-to-side animation, and he features an incredible fog effect with fog blowing out of his horns. I'm going to be including that in the animation since it doesn't really fit in with overall look, and it's kind of a special feature of the prop that I think best fits in with this category. So, Starting off with his normal, typical animation, it is all pretty standard stuff, but it is a little bit clanky in my opinion. It's not the smoothest animation. I'd have been a little bit better off, or felt a little bit better about it, if it was constantly happening, but he kind of takes pauses in between his movements, which, I mean, it kind of looks cool, but at the same time, makes it look more robotic, which, I don't know. But the thing that really saves this guy's animation is the fog that blows out of his horns. Now, I know for a lot of people that's going to seem a bit cheesy or cartoony, but in my opinion, I think that is such a clever idea, and it works awesome here. I really, really love that effect, and it kind of ties the whole flaming molten theme of the prop together here perfectly, in my opinion, which I really do love. It is for sure the coolest thing about this prop, and I just really love that cool effect they have there. It's something I would never have expected to be done, or something I ever would have thought of, so I'm happy Party City is bringing us this creativity this year with the Livid Lava Demon. So overall, with all things considered between Baphomet and Livid Lava Demon, it comes very close, but the person getting the final point will be going to Livid Lava Demon. I do think Baphomet features better standard animation, but because of that fog effect that Livid Lava Demon has, that just puts him on top of Baphomet for me, only by a little bit for the animation category. I do think that Livid Lava Demon's animation could be improved a little bit, which is something I don't feel for Baphomet, but again, because of the fog feature he has, that really seals the deal for me, and the point is definitely going towards Livid Lava Demon. So, let's see who won this versus video matchup. And the winner of this versus video matchup is Livid Lava Demon. Livid Lava Demon won in two categories, being animation and overall look, while Baphomet won in audio/phrases. Now, truthfully, I love both of these props, but I definitely feel like Livid Lava Demon is basically an improved version of Baphomet. He's a lot more creative, there's a lot more going on, and I just overall think he's a cooler prop for sure. Now, if you like Baphomet better, and I know he didn't win, please respect the winner here. Listen, it doesn't mean he's a better prop, it just means he's better in my opinion. So let me know who you think should have won in the comments below, or do you agree with me here? Anyways, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this versus video. I'm planning on making a lot more with the Spirit Halloween 2022 animatronics, but thought we'd get started off with a Party City and a Spirit one from last year, since they are both Goat Reapers and they fit spectacularly well to do a versus video matchup on. So everyone, with all that out of the way, please be sure to like and subscribe as always. Also check out my merch and my Instagram in the description below. And with all that, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and as always, it's the Pixelated Pumpkin, signing out.